Too shy, too shy. It's because it's weird we're introducing ourselves and we know each other. We're talking to the people though. Hi guys.
Hello. I'm Tom.
I'm Katie.
This is...
The Little Things in Life podcast.
My God.
This is so bizarre.
When you woke up this morning, did you expect to be doing this?
No.
Well...
God, you really are taking control. Asking the questions.
Episode 1.
This is episode 1 of the start of our podcast life.
The Little Things in...
The Little Things in...
Life.
The Little Things in Life podcast, yes.
Rolls
off the tongue, doesn't it?
Precisely.
I'm going to take full credit for that one.
I was really annoyed because I thought thinking of a name's going to take like the most time, and it, like, you thought of quite a good one.
Thank you so much.
I'm sure it must be taken. But anyway, how did we end up doing this? Came into my office, as I like to call it. Some might call it my bedroom. I don't know, we just joked around about it, and then we got really excited.
And look at us now.
But the listeners will have just heard my wonderful jingle.
Yes.
That I've
And
made
this
on
is, yes.
on my wonderful drum machine. We didn't have to employ anyone special, mate.
No, and we only hear this about your drum machine 24/7.
Already dropped it in, and it's 1 minute 50 into the podcast.
I can't believe it. Oh, by the way, the time is 1948, 7:48.
On February the 27th.
Yeah, we probably should have said that at the
A
start.
Thursday. But it might not be today that we put it out.
So true.
Into the atmosphere. So what is this gonna be?
I don't know. This is gonna be a podcast about, I don't know.
I think we're just gonna have a chat and a laugh. I don't anticipate it to be too highbrow. But
What does that mean?
like intense.
No, it's not going to be intense.
But I think we'll pick a question, because most podcasts you have like they're either like interviews or they're about music.
Yes.
But we can focus on a little question. It can be as serious or as silly as we like.
Yes.
And then we can just chat about it for like half an hour.
Sounds amazing, Tom.
Until one of us gets bored. Yeah, I don't want it to be like... I don't think it's going to be like too boring. I don't want us to be like those people who do a podcast.
That would have just censored
I don't. Yeah, there's a very sensitive microphone. I'm worried about these chairs.
I do really apologise if anyone has just heard me burp. I've had a really big dinner. It's actually really nice. So I have little baba in belly because I'm very, very full. So, what's the question, Tom?
Well, for episode 1, we
Episode
decided
1
that our
of the Little
question would
Things
be-
in Life podcast.
Base, did you ask this yesterday? Who asked? Was it you or Jup? Who asked it in the kitchen?
Me.
Katie asked yesterday in the kitchen. Where do you see yourself in 10 years'
Which is a really
time?
big question.
It's 2020, just at the start of a new... We're 2 months into 2020.
Almost 3.
New decade.
Like a few days away from 3.
Yeah. Well, we're at the end of 2 months. January, February.
Oh, yes. Oh, wait. Oh, yes, sorry.
That sort of proves my point. I anticipate this to be a lot like Reasons to be Cheerful. I was speaking to Katie off air, and I think I'm going to be like Ed, who's got the brains and like runs the show, and Katie's just going to be...
I'm going to be the really, really smart one who knows everything. Anything you ever need, I will know the answer.
Oh, I'm only running on one ear on my earphone actually.
Oh,
'cause I just had a bit of you through my other ear.
Oh, I'm only running on one ear right now. See, this is the life of a startup podcast, you know?
Yeah.
Just from the office.
Office
in Manchester.
Derby Road.
Well, no.
What?
The listeners are going to come and find where we live.
Oh, well, it's a long road.
Jokes, we don't live in Manchester. Scrap that.
I saw a magic bus go down
Oh,
our
for
road
God's
today.
sake. What's the highlight of your day? Actually, go on. Your highlight. I want to tell mine.
I know what yours is.
This is a very sad highlight for you, but I mean, I suppose you could say it's sad for me as well.
Whoa. My highlight... The magic bus was a surprise.
So, for those who...
I've spent most of my day inside doing works.
Wow, you're amazing.
Well, doing this podcast.
Oh, yes.
Making the jingle.
Yes. Well, back on me now. On my day, I've got some new glasses because I was as blind as a bat. And then walking along, went a different route in Northern Quarter. And who did we come across? It was only Tommy Fury.
Yes.
Getting in an Uber.
Yeah.
But I'm not the type to take a photo because really he's just a normal person. It's just he's in the public eye, you know?
Mm.
So that'll be me in a few years.
when this takes off. To be fair, the only person, I know one other person who was like our age and did a podcast. He did 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And in his introduction, he used the word eclectic.
And that is just...
And then it was doomed from the start.
Yeah,
I think he
I was about to
interviewed
say.
his own dad and his head teacher. He was... so, yeah, I don't anticipate this to be anything like that. He was talking about problems with the council and
well,
things like that.
can't wait for us to
I
talk
think-
about the problems with the
I
council.
think we're going to go down a slightly different route. But today's question,
yeah.
where do you see yourself in 10 years' time? Now, when this was brought up yesterday, Kieran very interestingly said...
Kieran Jupp, they are the same person.
Yes. He said 10 years ago, we were obviously 10.
Hadn't even started secondary school.
Well, I was at middle school
Oh, yeah.
because we have 3 different tiers of schooling. But 10-year-old Katie,
Oh, gosh.
where do you think 10-year-old Katie anticipated you being right now?
Right now?
Because but
Oh!
that is a very that's a much easier question than saying where do we anticipate?
Well,
ourselves being?
10-year-old me had never done German before. So 10-year-old me would never have seen me doing German at university. I think 10-year-old me... Oh, you've thrown me there.
But you
10-year-old me...
10-year-old you anticipated you being at university? Probably.
No.
Really?
I don't think that had crossed my mind yet.
Oh, fairs.
Because no one in my older brothers hadn't been to uni yet, but no one in my family had been. So, and it wasn't really pushed in primary school. But I think 10-year-old me would just want me to be successful, and I'm gonna carry that on now because I want to be successful.
When you were a kid, what did you want to be? Did you like...
I wanted to be a photographer at one stage.
Really?
You've seen the picture of the fly in the net.
Yes.
I didn't take that one though, to be fair. That was my dad. There was a blue tick.
Did that inspire you?
It was... the toad. The toad. I showed you the photo of the toad.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the excitement.
I vaguely
in your
remember a
voice.
picture of a toad.
No, there
Yes.
is a photo of a toad.
I believe you. Oh, she's
Right, carry on.
she's
and I'll
whipping
find-
out the phone.
It was with like really, it's like marble eyes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I saw a meme about Toad the other day where it was on a record player, and all I'm thinking of is that right now.
Okay, well, it's not coming to your mind.
It was
is
really funny.
How about you? How did 10-year-old see you now? I feel like you would
well,
have
I
thought
think-
about this a lot more than me.
No, don't know what would give you that impression. I think it was a lot easier back then because you knew when you were 10, you knew in 10 years' time you're going to be 20.
Yes.
So you're either going to be working in some sort of apprenticeship or you're going to be at uni. Or I suppose in your case you'd have been anticipating doing 3rd or 4th or 5th set of retakes to get into university.
Well, that's the fly in
or
the
just
net.
GCSE English.
Oh, shut up.
But I don't know. I probably anticipated myself going to uni because that's what I knew I kind of wanted to do that,
Yeah.
or maybe like some sort of apprenticeship.
You're very much a driven person, Tom.
Oh yeah, I probably figured I'd either be at uni or like something famous, which means I don't need to be at uni. Like a
You're a
rock star or a
psychopath.
professional footballer making my debut in the Premier League. No, well,
If
no.
you think you're destined for greatness, isn't that?
You're a psychopath.
Yeah.
I genuinely think
I
am.
cannot believe I'm sat in here, or I'm sitting in here with a psychopath.
Yes. No, probably. I don't know. I wasn't into music then, so I would
Oh, yeah,
probably
sorry, I
been something.
forgot.
This microphone that we're using currently is the one that most Enterlude tracks have been recorded with.
Forgot I'm sat here with an international
Just a little plug.
sensation.
To be fair, last time I was in a situation like this where a conversation was being recorded, it was an interview for Enterlude. And I literally did all the talking. I was sat there with Ted, the pianist.
The pianist.
We're on SoundCloud. Check us out. New music's out soon.
To be fair, Entsy's also on Spotify because it does come on.
That's actually what I meant when I said SoundCloud.
Well, good job, See, I'm not so stupid.
I don't think we are on SoundCloud. Yeah.
Well,
Spotify,
yeah, you've mugged yourself right off.
Well, but yes. Well, I forgot what I was going to say. Plug the band.
What can I plug? If anyone wants to, no.
I want to come to the German station. So yeah, that was 10 years ago. But now,
10 years ago, my brother broke my nose accidentally. He's the reason I got a nose job. Shout out to Nicholas, even though he doesn't admit it was his fault. He hit the rugby ball in my face. Apparently
what year is 10 years old? Year 6? Year 5? Year 6? Year 5. You turn 10 and year 5.
You're going into year 6 in the September.
Yeah.
Because in the 2011 we were going into secondary school. Well, I was, don't know what your.
So it was SATs.
I never did it. I've never done a.
That says a lot about my jokes.
No, actually, what are SATs? Sorry.
They're like year 6 like exam things.
English and maths.
Yeah, I had to have English tutoring.
Because you're.
Yeah.
Pretty smart.
But I was first year. Year 5. I was turned 10 in year 5. That's first year of middle school. I really liked middle school. That was good. But yeah, probably honestly thought that I'd end up at uni if my career in acting or football failed. I don't think
would
I
have
was
gone
even
pro if it wasn't for the knee injury. Am I right?
I think I probably started playing rugby when I was 10.
Yeah.
But now, fast forward, we're 20 years old.
I'm not.
Well, okay, 19 or 20.
Yeah.
And in the episode of The Sopranos,
oh for God's
that
sake.
I watched this morning,
Just as a side note, our very own Thomas Parent is obsessed with a little program called The Sopranos. You get little updates every day.
I dictate most of my decisions I make in my life based upon what Tony would do.
Do you just stop and think,
what would Tony do? Yeah. Oh no, that would probably get you into a lot of trouble. But in The Sopranos, the psychiatrist sees a psychiatrist. So Tony Soprano's psychiatrist sees a psychiatrist, and her son is in final year of university. I think they call it grad year.
Okay, grad year.
She's very worried about him. There's a lot of things been going on in her life because she's Tony Soprano's psychiatrist.
Yeah.
But she says to her psychiatrist that she's proper worried about her son and the psychiatrist, because he's in last year of uni and it's like a very early midlife crisis. Like, you don't know what the next, once you leave uni or once you finish school or your apprenticeship, it's real life. You can't see in 10 years time like you can if you're say 10 going into year 6. And the psychiatrist goes, sometimes the light at the end of the tunnel can be very scary.
Oh, think about that.
But that's true. The next 10 years,
that is very scary.
There's no we don't need to work our way through an education system. It's just real life. It is quite terrifying.
It is.
But when we spoke about it yesterday,
yes,
everyone just was they just wanted security.
Yes.
And Daniel was quite modest. He wanted an okay paid job. But I honestly didn't know what to say, so I was I joked about having a low paid job and having my children taken away by social services.
So psychopath you.
Yeah. But it is what do you and where do you, Katie
Bold.
I don't care.
Yes you do.
The listeners won't remember your name.
Katie Bold.
Katie Bold. Where do you anticipate yourself, or where do you want to be in 10 years' time?
In 10 years'
and where
time.
do you anticipate yourself being?
In 10 years' time, I'm going to be 29 years of age. Almost the big 30. You will be the big 30.
That's when it's all finished, though.
I hope I'm invited to your 30th birthday party. Imagine we're not friends at that point.
Oh, yeah. Fingers crossed.
No. So I will almost be 30. Hopefully I'll have a partner. It's not the end of the world if not. But I don't know if I'd want children. It depends how far into my career I am. I want to make sure that I have a stable like income and everything, so I can provide the best life that I can for my children.
Security.
Yeah, it is all about security, I think.
That would be a lovely way to flow into a conversation about UBI and
Oh,
how we can bring about security. without the
that's for
stress.
another day.
Yeah.
The universal basic income.
I think we should definitely do an episode on new ideas.
Yeah, I mean,
This could be the first and last
this
episode you
could
ever
be,
do.
but that's a very difficult one to talk about. Anyway, back on me now. I do think, I wouldn't want to bring up my children if I couldn't fully support them. I think you've been lucky. I think I've been lucky that our parents have, not struggled with.
We're beginning to sound like those people who have a blog.
What do you mean? I don't read.
I'm
blogs.
very lucky with my upbringing.
Well, no, I'm not saying that. But
You just want to have, if you had children, you'd want them to have the upbringing you had.
yes, yeah.
Fairs.
My mum and dad have always put themselves before me and my brothers. So I think having a good. I do want to be successful.
Yeah.
I could be in Germany. Could be in.
Yeah, because you don't even know where you're going to be this time next year. Really.
No.
I don't want to worry you, Katie. That's terrifying.
I know.
Just raising your pulse a little bit more.
Yeah, I know. That is a very scary thought. But we'll look back at this day and go, a year ago today we did our first podcast, and now people are recognising us.
Our last podcast. Do you want to? Because obviously your degree is German.
Yes.
Do you want to work in Germany?
I would like to work in
Like live
Germany.
life?
I don't know if I'd want to live my life in Germany. I think I'd want to bring my children up in North Wales.
Why on earth would you force that upon them?
Because I love where I was brought up and how I was brought up. This is a question that we've spoken about before. Would you bring up your child in a small town, or would you bring them up in a city? Because obviously now we've lived in a city, we've lived in small towns.
Yes.
I think it's a completely, we know people who've been brought up in cities. It's just a completely different life.
Yeah, I'd love to meet myself if I'd stayed in London.
You'd love to meet yourself. Yeah.
Like to see how different. I think living in the little town of Bury St Edmunds was great until you're old enough to do anything cool, and then it's quite crap.
And what age was that?
Well, I suppose like when you can start sort of going out, because there's nothing really for over 16.
Yeah.
If you're like once you're over 16, like night life wise, and it is quite a old sheltered town. It's lovely. It was lovely as a kid, but like coming to Manchester does open your eyes. Getting to grips with using buses and not walking everywhere took a very long time to sort of get used to. And I think I was definitely very sheltered. Being in Manchester has opened my eyes.
I wouldn't say I was that sheltered. Well, I wouldn't say I am, but the thing is, I love where I live, and I love knowing people. Like, if you go out to Llandudno, you will probably see someone that you know. And I love that. And I love that, if you go out to Broadway,
you'll see everyone.
to B-Way, you do see everyone.
Yeah.
But then again, it's just, I don't know, it's just a completely different life here. And I'm just sort of thinking, if I was brought up in Manchester, in a city... Oh, did you hear my stomach?
I think the mic would have picked that up, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even hungry. My little bob-bottom belly's screaming. If I was brought up in a city, like, I don't know. I don't know. It's a really weird thought.
Yeah.
I don't think I would want to bring up my children in a city.
I don't know. Yeah, because I suppose Bury is quite safe. Like, it's nothing particularly scary or exciting ever happened. It was quite calm. But then again, it wasn't particularly diverse.
You're talking about it as if it's in the past. It's very much still there.
Well, I definitely don't want to live there again. No, I don't think I do want to live there again.
Sorry, Mum and Dad.
No, I don't. But no, I don't really know. I think I don't really care
That's
too much. I don't know. I don't think it affects you too much. But where do you feel more at home? Do you feel more at home in Manchester? More at home in North Wales?
I think I definitely feel more at home in North Wales. When I'm with my friends and stuff. But I am so comfortable here when I'm around everyone. Like, I'm really lucky in that sense that I'm happy here and at home. But yeah, home is North Wales for me. And you?
I don't know. Well, I honestly would say probably Manchester.
That's crazy.
Because there's so much more going on here. Like, obviously, I really like.
That's so
I love
good,
going
though.
home because I love seeing everyone. Like, obviously, I've still got the majority of my close friends are all still back in Bury. But apart like Bury itself, if you take away all the people, I'd say it's nowhere near as exciting as Manchester. Like, there's just always so much going on.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Without a doubt.
No.
Yeah.
No, I know what you mean in that sense. If none of my friends were at home, I'd be there like, nah.
But
Nah.
then again, like, I had a very happy childhood.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think Bury St Edmunds was great until you get to like 18.
Yeah.
But then by that time you're leaving anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to have stayed there and done like an apprenticeship or something. If I'd have gone into like an apprenticeship or work, I would have wanted to try and leave home.
No, I couldn't have done that either. It's just
that is.
Imagine everyone leaving.
You're staying behind.
Oh, I couldn't think of anything worse.
To be fair, yeah, no,
I
definitely.
mean, that's what I almost did though. If I didn't get the grades for uni.
What would you have done? You would just not gone? You were so set on Manchester.
If I didn't get to Manchester, I wouldn't have gone anywhere. I know. All my eggs were in Manchester's basket.
Fair enough, yeah. I don't know, yeah.
And just to think, if you'd have gone to Loughborough, we wouldn't be sat here doing this
very
podcast
different.
right now.
That would be weird, yeah.
I think you would have been completely different if you went to Loughborough.
I definitely think I would have been very. I think, yeah. I think your environment has a massive impact on who you are.
Yeah, definitely. 100%. In the words of Shawnee's Fudge from Love Island, your favourite show. 100%.
Good God. But I think the general theme is, though, when we're talking about where we want to be in 10 years' time, it's just you just want to be happy and secure, and that's what.
I have a question for you. I'm going to say.
What was the last text you sent on your phone? Joke.
Well, I have no shame.
Go on. No, we'll do that later.
Oh God. What comes first, in no particular order?
Oh, good God.
Health, wealth, or happiness?
Oh my God. They're all quite interlinked. Though.
Yeah, they are.
But you can be healthy and still quite sad. So I'd probably have to put happiness first. I think surely everyone's would be the same. Happiness, health, wealth.
I think my grandma has wealth first, but she's a very healthy 86-year-old woman.
I'm a full believer that money does buy you happiness. To an extent.
Yeah.
But I know you hear of a lot of rich people who are very sad.
Yeah. I do think. Well, the thing is though, how can you, if you're really ill, how can you be happy? If you're really, really ill.
Did I put? I said happiness, health, wealth, didn't I?
Like, in order to be.
No, because you can still be happy and ill.
Yeah. But full happiness. But I suppose it's about what's most important. Oh, it's a very difficult one when you think about it.
So, what is yours the same as mine or not?
Happiness, health, and wealth.
Happiness, health. No. Yes.
Yeah. Then. Well, then money. Money is really important. But then again, health. Your health is really important.
In the hierarchy of, I don't know, what are those categories?
I don't know, but also health. like yesterday. Oh, well, when we were talking last night, I was saying, you know, if
Off air.
out of the office, if we were 100 years ago, what would we? No.
Oh yeah.
Like before, before either of the wars, World War One, World War Two.
100 years ago would have been
Nah.
at the end of World War One. Just
Yeah.
finished.
You know, both my brothers and my dad would have had to go to war, and I find that really, really sad to think about.
My answer to this question is quite easy though.
Exactly.
I would be dead.
Yeah.
I just would be dead. They didn't have insulin.
I was going to say, doing so.
Just leave it. Just leave it as I would be dead. Yeah. So that's
Die or beat us, as they say.
Stuff like that. Yeah. But no, that is true. Maybe we could do an episode on insulin and diabetes. That would be exciting. Then we could do one for you, like being a ginger or
Lactose intolerance.
living with lactose intolerance. Yeah.
Living with lactose intolerance and how I go through my life. That'll be the name of one.
Yeah.
I mean, I did buy a load of vegan stuff today from Aldi.
So did I. Well, not from my own.
No, I was about to say vegan.
I
Veggie.
don't know.
I think it would have been veggie.
I don't know, but we could do an episode on climate change.
Oh, we could. I
All
mean,
the exciting things.
I
We need
have-
to think of some more like light-hearted and funny ones.
we do. I have to do an essay about meat-free stuff, so I'll be clued up on that. I mean,
Great.
I need to start doing that actually. Let's not talk about that. We're on the little things in life podcast. What's the last text you sent on your phone? Text or message?
Any type of message. I think mine might have been to Thomas Beale.
Your man Beale.
Just no context. The exact word for word last text you sent. Mine is, "It might be time. Is very abrasive. I love it." That was the last one I sent. We won't do the last one we received. Just the last one you sent.
Well, I think the last one I sent.
I think it's funnier if you're just honest as well.
Oh, this is a bit of a difficult one because.
I just messaged so many people.
No. I think it was just a picture
Oh.
of you and I in our headphones.
But did I have a caption?
No.
See, my front camera doesn't work, so I can't take a picture like that.
No.
I need to set up an Instagram and an email. We will actually have to do that if we're...
Sent you the jingle for the podcast. That was Tish Siobhan earlier. The number one fan
Gosh.
that hadn't even heard the podcast.
Slaving away for 2 minutes doing that.
Joe, I'll tell you the first time I heard the jingle. I was out in public. I think I had seen Tommy Fury at this point. I was on a high. And I was on a magic bus on my way home. And then I opened my phone with no notifications, and then I see a video that you sent. It just made my day.
Whenever I get a video, I would never open it in public.
Well,
So I want to hear the audio.
yeah, I
unless
put it against my ear.
Oh, fairs. I think I did send you two of exactly the same videos, and you said I like the second one. I was like, I think they were both exactly the
I
same.
thought they
pretty
sounded
much.
completely different.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't really remember.
Oh.
I spent about 3 minutes making that.
Oh, I'm
drum
glad.
beat.
I was worried that you spent your whole day doing that.
No, I spent most of my day doing maths. It was even worse. But I was excited about doing this podcast.
I got you through the day.
Oh, it's 29 minutes, and we've made it all the way through the podcast, and you haven't asked me where do I see myself in 10
Tom,
years' time.
would you... Right. Tom,
I don't know.
I've been thinking
I
a
don't
long
know, 'cause-
time. Hang on, no, let me ask a question. I've been thinking a long time about this. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? You took the words right out of my mouth.
I don't know.
Oh, well, great. That's why I didn't ask.
Well, everyone just wants to be secure and happy and rich.
I thought you were going to say, well,
With a
everyone
lifeless-
wants to be me.
No. I'd like to be a rock star, but I'm probably.
Not
know. I do
going
want
to
to-
be a rock star.
I don't know. even do it with my degree. I have no idea.
And what's your degree, Tom?
I do aerospace engineering. I have no idea what I want to be. I don't even know what an aerospace engineer really does.
Well, that's great.
Like, it's all, I don't know. The light at the end of the tunnel is terrifying. at times.
Well, it really is.
But yeah, do you genuinely think you'll have children at the age of 30?
No, I don't.
No, I don't want children at the age of 30 because then it
Do you
stops being about you.
That's so unbelievable.
Doesn't matter how happy
Honesty
I am.
is the best policy. It doesn't matter how happy I am. I'm not having children.
No, I mean, the more
I
I think about
reckon
it, I
you'd
could
be
live with...
such a good dad.
Yeah,
All right, play your own
I
trumpet.
probably would. No, I don't.
Once you put them before you, once
But I
you
want-
realise you have to do that, you'll be a great dad.
I want to have, like, lived by the time I have children. So, like, I can afford for it to not all be about me. I don't want to have children and still have, like, lots and lots of aspirations of my own, I think.
That's completely fair enough.
So that's why I want to be a rock star. Because I can be like, I've already made all my money.
How many children would you want?
2.
Would you like a boy and a girl?
Probably ideally, yeah. But I think 3's not sustainable.
In terms of,
Saving our planet.
That's-
Unless one dies.
are you?
Just, I don't know why we're laughing.
Are you saying that my family isn't sustainable?
No, I think your parents made some big mistakes. Especially as you were the 3rd.
Excuse me.
No, yeah.
I'm the light of their life.
2's enough, and they're so expensive as well.
They.
Yeah.
But would you want a boy and a girl?
Yeah, but you don't really get much of a say.
No, I know. But in an ideal world.
If I had,
And would you want the girl to be older or the boy to be older?
I don't care.
I think it's really. I mean, to be
don't
fair, you
know.
can't exactly control it, so
Yeah, I don't know.
that's gonna be very noisy.
Yeah, I just thought that. Yeah.
Silly.
Apologies, headphone users.
Oh, I bet that
Drops
was
pen
really.
on desk.
That
No,
was-
because that light over there stayed green. It's okay.
Oh, fantastic!
We've got quite the setup in my office.
Honestly, I feel like I'm in London.
Well, because of the map. Yeah. My ends. Lewisham's not even on the map.
No, I was looking at that though. How you were born in Lewisham there.
Oh yes. I never had to give that form to anyone. Well, the time is 19 minutes past 8. 20 past 8.
Did it literally just change then?
It literally, yeah. On the 27th of February 2020. I think...
I finally found my 2020 vision with my new contact lenses. No, my new glasses.
Gosh. We'll upload a picture to our Twitter of Katie's new glasses. I'm surprised how quickly I've got used to them.
Thanks. I mean, they're a little bit close to my face right now with the headphones.
Have you kept your old ones?
Yes, I have.
No, fair. Good.
You can throw those out the window, Tom. That's a story for another day,
Not
folks.
gonna lie, they cost me £98. Yeah, we'll have to explain that story.
What can we end this on?
Well, we can play the jingle again, but a fade out jingle. I don't know.
It's the Little Things in Life podcast.
She's been Katie.
He's with Tom.
The jingle was written and produced by Tom. The editing was done by Tom.
But the Little Things in Life name came from Katie.
Came from
And that's the
Katie.
most
That-
important part.
I bet that podcast already exists, so
Do you reckon?
surely.
Oh, imagine we've just done all this and then we can't call it that.
Well, ours will be better.
Okay.
All right.
I was thinking we can end it on something, like
Oh,
a
a
positive
question.
note for the day or
No.
something.
Oh God.
But that's a bit too much to. Oh, I've got one.
Like a cool quote.
I've got one.
This is getting quite pretentious.
I've got one now.
Oh, no.
Think about it. There's no traffic on the extra mile.
For God's sake.
It's
Thank you very much for listening.